And welcome back to Cigar Time, your friendly neighborhood TV show all about premium cigars.
2 in a row.
What are you going to do? Same day, so.
Practice.
Exactly right.
Next up, Carnegie Hall.
What you talking about, practice?
Yeah. Alan Iverson, very nice. We want to welcome back Tim Person from Altadis USA.
Man, I'm looking forward to this one.
I am looking forward to this
I know you
cigar.
are.
I can't wait to smoke this cigar.
Either good night. That's
Welcome
why I'm
back.
lighting it up now.
Yeah, let's get right into it. What are we smoking, Tim?
We are smoking. The first one was unbelievable, which was the H. Upmann. Most people call it H. Upmann AJ, which had the teal band.
Right.
This is the second edition of it, of the collection. Is the H. Upmann Heritage by AJ.
Okay.
This comes with a Brazilian Matafina wrapper, Nicaraguan filler, and Nicaraguan binder. Deceptively looking, it's not.
It's
You look at the
very
cigar.
dark.
Sometimes people, it's really dark and strong. It's very flavorful. Flavor bomb. I think you guys will like the notes. I think you'll love this on a retro hell.
Okay.
And again, this is something we came out with early part of the year. I thought I gave you Scott something to give you, but maybe he smoked them
I
on the way
have not
back.
had this cigar.
You gave me a bag with a bunch of different stuff. There's one of these in it. They're mine.
I have been looking forward to this
Yeah.
cigar since the day it hit the street.
Paul and I have been talking about it for
Continuously.
for months.
Y'all make me feel bad.
Yeah.
Now, I thought I gave Scott a couple bags. Wink, wink. But no,
Maybe
this
you
is
did, who knows? That was a long time
when
ago.
we came out with this end of Jan, Feb, we presented it at the show in TPE show. It started shipping in Feb, but we've had nothing but great reviews as far as people really talking about it. I don't think it's been reviewed yet, but as far as people, word on the street.
Yeah.
You go to different places.
The buzz is very
Yeah,
good.
the buzz has been very, very good.
We're smoking the Torpedo.
Correct.
Which sizes do they come in?
It comes in a Corona, Robusto, a Toro, Churchill, and the Torpedo that we have.
Wow, that many sizes?
That's 5 sizes.
The Torpedo and, actually Corona, Torpedo, and Churchill. You don't see a lot of those coming out anymore.
No, you see a lot of people go Robusto, Toro, Magnum,
Yeah.
but something that Raphael and AJ decided to put together. They, in our marketing department, believe that this has such strong legs the way it was received, when they were testing it, that they put out the 5 sizes.
Well,
Are you not
companies
halfway
in
done?
general are doing more and more Coronas again
Yeah.
because it's such a perfect size to taste the cigar, to understand the blend. And as I always say, it's the most popular size in the world outside the U.S.
People don't understand that, but that is very true. Very, very
Or is
true.
it most popular because that's what's available? Or is it most popular because that's what they want?
Well, if you think about
Outside
the
of the
fact that
US.
most of the world gets Cubans,
Correct.
and most Cuban cigars come in way more sizes than any of the non-Cuban brands do,
That's true.
like dozens of sizes for each brand.
Except for maybe Romeo Real. No, I'm only kidding. No, I'm only kidding.
Does Real have a Corona? Does it really?
Yeah, but Corona and a Lancero.
I think a Corona Real would be wonderful.
Yeah. We don't carry
It
it.
sells pretty well too. Not great, but well.
Wow.
They have a Corona. They have the Verona that is in the tube.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 tubes, the Verona and I can't remember the other off the top of my head.
First
Did you say
impression,
that-
it's nice and smooth?
Yeah. Absolutely, Moose.
You said it was a Matafina, Brazilian Matafina wrapper. I didn't hear the
Nicaraguan.
Nicaraguan.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a collaboration between again Rafael Nadal and AJ.
Mm-hmm.
They're I don't have to tell you what they did. And if you don't know, we received the #1 cigar of the year in 2019 for the Adrian Quattro Nicaraguan. That year, the Monte Cristo Nicaraguan was number 10. I'm sorry, the H. Upmann 175th was number 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year we got the #2 cigar with the Monte Cristo 1935.
That's a great cigar. We're smoking that next week, aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna smoke that next week. Yeah, correct.
Nice.
But the cigar I want, and I don't. We'll have to do a show on it later on. But kind of one of our sleeper cigars out of La Flora is the St. Louis Ray Carenas. That got number 19 this year. Very, very deceptively good cigar.
Right.
Very deceptively good, yeah.
This one seems stronger.
This delivers big on the Brazilian flavor.
Yeah.
Big time.
It's almost tongue numbing.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
So, Matafina tobacco, they do some unusual things with. In that area of Brazil where they grow that tobacco, instead of hanging it in barns, they actually stack it. It looks like sheaves of wheat outdoors. And
Really?
and they dry it that way. In the air and the wind.
Right.
Interesting.
Kind of a toffee flavor from this. Graham or toffee or something in that neighborhood.
Or caramel or caramel or
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah, I think it's not, I agree with you, because it's definitely not like a cocoa.
No.
No.
And
It's-
that's actually unusual for a Matafina wrapper, which almost always gives you cocoa and coffee taste.
No, I'm getting it from the filler, not from the wrapper.
I don't think so. That flavor is not a Nicaraguan flavor. The overall, the cigar is beautifully balanced.
I just retrohaled this. I'm getting a toasty coffee flavor through the retrohale. It's very nice. Very smooth.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that the first one we did, which was the AJ Upmann, as we call it, and then he came out with the 60 ring gauge, which was the La Finca Lily. That was like a paid homage to a farm. I believe that had something to do with his grandmother's name, I believe. That one's pretty good. That's just the 60 kind of in this line. But this is definitely really, 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 really good.
Well, is it meeting expectations, boys? So far.
So far,
And
it's
you're only a half inch in.
truly excellent.
Man, it's
What's the
burning
retail on
perfectly.
this?
The retail on these are roughly about the same as the other AJ, so I wouldn't say it's like 910.
Okay.
910.
In today's world, it's a bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
And you said it's not a Maduro,
No.
but it's clearly an Oscuro color.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, we're not like
Left
we're not.
on the plane.
Yeah, we're not marketing it as the heritage line. I mean, there's Maduro characteristics a lot. But we're not marketing it as like a true. No, it's just true Maduro. It's like, but it has because to me, it's just me. And then again, I talk to Raphael every day. Has like a lot of flavor, but it's not overly. Some Maduros can be charring. I don't find that with this.
No.
Well, Brazilian wrapper tobacco tends to be pretty dark in general.
Tends to be dark. Tends
To
to
your
be
point,
sweet.
Rob, I'm getting that toasty
Are you?
coffee flavor,
You know,
almost like an Arabica bean.
I don't drink coffee, so I don't know what an
Well, I
Arabica
blend
bean
my
is.
own coffee, so
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, nice. This is the first time I've smoked this in this size.
Yeah.
I find it a little bit distinctively different compared to the other ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that just makes me
Makes
want
it,
to
yeah,
try the
exactly.
other
The
one.
other sizes, right. Exactly.
All right, you got to buy all 5 sizes for the guys who smoke.
Well, I'm not about
No.
the Churchill, but yeah.
But no, I have had Robusto and Toro is similar, but the Corona. Well, I like Corona, so. But yeah, the Robusto I smoked it the other day, and it was really a lot of flavor. But this is good. I usually V-cut my Toros, but this is really pleasant.
Well, you could have V-cut. I got a V-cut.
I already,
Oh, you already cut it.
I already cut it.
What do you think? You're smoking it without a cut on it?
No, I'm just saying. I said you could have.
But
Wouldn't be the 1st time.
one thing when I've known Rob and Paul a long time. So when they ask and they're expecting the cigar, I'm kind of like I get a little nervous because I'm like, everybody, we like what we like, but I know you guys can be really challenging sometime on cigars, so I was hoping that I remember when I talked to you on the phone, you're like, all right, cool, we're gonna smoke this, and I'm like, when I was driving up here, I was like, yeah, I hope they like it, you know. But I'm glad that you guys enjoy it so far.
Yeah,
I've
I
had
wouldn't
no
worry.
preconceived notion because I didn't know anything, but I'm enjoying this. It's a very tasty cigar.
And just so everybody knows, this is one of the cigars that will be on special throughout the month.
Yeah, yeah,
So
sure.
The entire line.
The entire
Altadis
lineup is going to be at Altadis. It's going to be great. We're going to be doing it. All the stores are going to be doing 4-in-1. Come in, buy it, and we're doing special promotions at each store for this time frame. But then we're doing some extra promotions at what locations are we doing in that, Scott?
Well, this week, if you come in and do the Form 1, you'll be entered to win a raffle in Colmar to win a barbecue grill. And it's all this week through Sunday. And then next week,
Sunday's Father's Day, right?
yeah, Happy Father's Day.
Happy
everybody.
Father's Day, yeah.
Next week we'll be doing the same thing in Fraser, where you go to Fraser. You know, the specials are good in all the stores, but to enter for the grill, you go to Fraser, and then the last week in June, and right before 4th of July will be Lancaster.
And these are some real nice grills. These are not like, just like pop-up charcoal. These are really nice grills. And on top of that, we're going
Best
to do
$99 can buy.
I was thinking more like 400, but no.
Well, unfortunately for the company, I'm buying them, so I don't do inexpensive.
That's true.
$1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000 grill.
Here we are.
Like Blackstone didn't cost that much.
No, but you
Retro
can grill,
hair on
you
this
get
is
grills.
awesome.
It is.
Sure to
Oh
be
my
nice. Sure to
God.
be nice grills. But I'm gonna throw in some cool stuff that you guys will definitely like, for sure.
There's definitely a lot of smoke from this. There's a sweetness going on too.
Yeah.
There is a sweetness to
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's definitely coming from the wrapper.
I agree.
What? You already said that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, I got a question. Do you know the new the regulations with proposing to eliminate flavored cigars
Yeah.
and menthol cigarettes? There's also some, and I don't know if it's us getting all bent out of shape about stuff, but there's talk about not even being able to describe the flavors the way we are right now.
I haven't heard that, but I legally I can't get into that because I don't know. So I try not to get into things. Like
Understood.
everything we talk about is like when we have a PAC organization through our company.
Ah.
I had the shirt on last time we were here.
Right.
So we always defer people to our office. When we're out in the field,
Yeah.
and being that we're on live TV, definitely can't talk about that. And but even if I had heard about it, I would say yeah, I've heard of it, but I haven't come across that. But I heard about the flavor and the menthol thing and all that.
Yeah.
Well, that would be. I mean, that's how it is. Like in some countries overseas where they just have a white box with, the defamation of people or something that cancerous or something wrong
Yeah.
with them, and all the warning signs. And people still walking. Hey, give me a box.
It's not
But
even.
you know what?
That's not even overseas. It's to the north.
Yeah, to the north, right?
Yeah. Across the border.
What were you going to say, Scott? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say if they want to arm people with information about stuff, facts, I'm okay with that. But when they start taxing it and they regulate it so you don't want to purchase it or make it too difficult, that's where I have an issue.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good point.
I have one complaint.
Uh-oh.
What's your complaint?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mine's not doing that at all. That's just
This is very rarely happens to me with any Altadis product. It's
Soft?
it's more than soft.
Really?
Mine's not like
I
that.
don't think you're a strong.
No, I just got a bad
You
one.
got a bad one, yeah.
It happens. The flavor is worth it, so it doesn't matter to me too much.
that's true.
Yeah, the flavor's awesome.
I think Paul's not on the next show. No, I'm just
I see that all the time. People say, "Oh, it's not burning straight," or "It's doing this." I'm like, "Does it taste good?"
Look,
Well,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you
what do
something.
you care?
I'm gonna tell you something. I had a cigar that was made. It was made recently because the launch was in May, and I ordered the box because I like the guy. I ordered from a store. I'm not gonna say who. And I smoked 2 of the cigars, man. And they had a really, it might have been the box, when I smoked the third one, it was really good. And the first two was nothing wrong with them. But I went to pokers. So I was poking it. I couldn't get nothing through the first two cigars. But the flavor was there. You could really taste the flavor. Yeah, it happens. It's a man-made product.
Absolutely.
It's handmade.
They're not all the same.
No.
Well, Art always gets the plugged ones,
Yeah.
and I always get the underfilled ones.
Art does get the plug ones.
Sometimes I'll get but when I do get plugged cigars or stuff that has a really tight draw,
Just right.
Yeah, mine
it's
is
just
too.
like I'll get them all in a week. It just seems like it's like rapid fire with them.
Well, years ago, I was working with a guy down in Baltimore. I was coming back through the tunnel, and we had a Quintero. So we had a brand called Quintero, and the guy made Maduros. I won't go into the whole story, but anyway, whoever rolled those cigars that particular day, I think they put some a little chili or Tabasco sauce in them.
Really?
I mean, they were just like, I mean, everything that we smoked out of this box, 5, 10 cigars, I gave some to a coworker of mine. We were smoking. Look, by the time I got into the tunnel and got out of the tunnel, I threw it out. I lit another one, same thing. It was like, it was just like maybe the roller had a bad day that day or something.
Yeah.
And,
He was putting some hot sauce on his lunch, and he
You
missed.
missed.
It
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
woo, I'm gonna
That's
tell
something
you,
Paul would do.
well, I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, it was like one of the cigars, like you first light it up, it wasn't heavy, nothing like that. You get like into it like we are now, and all of a sudden you just, you could feel it building. It was like a radioactive cigar or something. It was
It was
crazy.
volcanic.
So
Wow.
my buddy calls me and he says, he was from Virginia. He said, Tim, he said, you have a problem with the cigar? And I said, I'm on my second one, and I Gary tossed out the window. Yeah, like 45 minutes later, and it was just weird. I smoked a couple more cigars out of that box. Same thing. So I didn't. I mean, it was way too strong to finish, But one thing that I believe that working with Benji. Benji said this, or either host Seance, one of the two. They said the most important cigar in the factory is the guy watching the rollers. Rollers are important, but the guy who's the manager of the rollers, they have to make sure that all of his employees are having a good day.
El Supervisador. Yep.
This cigar is getting better as I smoke it. It started out good,
got a
and it's
big
getting better.
Big shot of pepper.
Did you?
In the middle, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
getting a
so
little
did I.
pepper on the front of my tongue. But that's it.
The one thing I like about this cigar and I've smoked it several times, is that every time I smoke it, I want to go back to it. And I smoke a lot, just like you guys do. And I smoke a lot of other stuff. But this is something that I think AJ in Raphael did an amazing job with this.
Strength seems like it's starting to pick up for me a little bit, and I'm getting more of a pepper now.
I don't find this cigar strong at all.
Really?
No.
I find it to be a solid medium body.
I'd go 3.5.
Yeah,
3.75.
Really? No.
375.
Not for me. I'd give it 2.75.
In
I don't
strength.
Even, in strength.
Interesting.
I give it a 3.
Really?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Given, let's say the Monte Classic is your baseline middle of the road 3, you think it's the same strength as that?
I do, yeah.
That's interesting.
It's just different flavor.
Yeah, it is a different flavor.
Totally different flavor, yeah.
But yeah, when it comes strength-wise, yeah.
The
about a 3.
quantity of smoke is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang, and I just cleaned off the windows inside my car so I could see.
I need a razor blade to clean off the windows.
Do you ever?
I went through a whole roll of paper towels last night.
I do. I just when I get gas, you clean the outside. I'll take the squeegee. It drives my wife out of my mind because it's not
Dirty
normal.
squeegee water.
No, I go inside, squeegee the inside window. Works great.
Gasoline works good for that stuff.
It's not.
Yeah, and then when you light your cigar.
Yeah, you know what I do? I don't smoke in my car.
Well, that's just stupid.
Well,
I don't
when-
smoke in mine either, but somehow or another the windows get dirty on the inside.
let me tell you, when you drive an hour each way
Yeah, well, for you,
and
yeah.
and you smoke continuously
Yeah.
during those 2 hours, the windows get, especially
sure.
in the winter when the window is cold, so the smoke condenses on the window.
Yeah.
When I got this car, I swore I wasn't going to smoke in it. But that didn't last very long.
Yeah.
It just didn't. And it started off with all right, it's the end of the day. It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm not finished this. So all right, I'm not throwing it out. I'll finish it on the way home. To now, it's like, all right, time to leave. Lighting a cigar for the ride home.
You know, it's funny. I'm not really, and I've done it, but I'm not really. I'm a relight guy every now and then. But it's funny. I was somewhere recently, and a guy smoking a cigar. Because I don't. People do what they do, but the guy like cut it and he put it like in the baggie and like took it with him. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
That happens all the time.
Did you ever smell that baggie after the
yeah.
fact?
My thing was like this. I'm like,
No, how could you do
you know,
that to a
and
cigar?
I mean, you know, we have cigars, you know, but I'm like, I felt bad for the guy. 'Cause I'm like, bro, let me buy you a cigar, you know, like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
or you know, let me get you a cigar. I mean, because I mean, literally, it was like, you know, nothing left. But you know, being in the industry and then out of the industry is two different. things.
Yeah, well,
Before when I first started smoking cigars, I mean, I'm saying first started. When a friend gave me a cigar and it was in a tube and it was, you know, from his child being born, and I would do that. I would take like a couple puffs and put it back in. I mean, I didn't know any better. I'd
Put it
take
back
a
in the tube?
put it back in the tube.
But see, you put it in the tube. That's different. I mean, the tube kind of protected a little bit.
Yeah, the tube baggy, but it's
Yeah,
still
but
the point was it still had that stale smoke in it.
Yeah.
And, mean,
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
couldn't.
any-
I
didn't know
can't do
any
that.
better. Now, no, but what did I know?
It always reminded me of back when they let you smoke in bars.
Yeah.
When you walked into the bar the next day after like a Friday or Saturday night, and stale beer and stale cigarette smoke.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what you taste to get when you relight a cigar the next day.
Yeah. Worse than cigarettes, though. Stale taste of smell of cigarettes. Horrible.
I've never smoked a cigar slow enough to have to cut half of it off and say
Well, sound like me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you,
Yeah,
I'm
brother.
like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I never had a cigarette in my life, but I'm like, I can sometimes when I'm, you know, if I'm depends on what I'm doing, I can be a chain cigar smoker. And next thing I know, I'm looking down, I'm like, be like 3 an hour and a half or like something like that. You know, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, compared
every
to
day.
Paul's rate of smoking, I'm a piker, but I'm good for 6, 7 cigars a day.
I
Did you ever get a hangover from
No.
smoking too many cigars?
No.
I have.
No
Depends
such
on how
thing as
strong
too
they
many
were.
cigars.
What?
Depends on how strong they were.
Yeah. Some days,
It's an oxymoron.
like when we used to play poker till 5 in the morning, and you get up early the next morning, you get up at 8 o'clock, and your head just pounds. It feels like a hangover.
Yeah.
Ah,
Remember the days when we have an ashtray? Each of us have an ashtray with like 25 cigars in it because
Yeah.
that's where the saying we smoke them so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, and it was true, man. There were some nasty cigars.
Yeah. Yeah. That still happens.
Not as much as it used to.
No.
Oh, I've been putting that ashtray to good use, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I
Good.
sta-
Started another.
started it up again.
Good. Man, I'm
Remember
smoking
I
this
had
cigar really fast.
Ashtray on my desk.
Yes,
Yeah,
last
I
night.
think I am too.
When I went to the King of Prussia store, they
Gotcha.
made a prize of it for me. I took it to the store.
That is a beautiful wrapper too.
It is.
I mean, that's dark.
This retro hail is awesome.
It's one of the best retro hails I've ever had.
It's really nice.
Interesting to see these ratings you guys come up with.
This tastes like, I don't want to say like it, like the signature Upmann's taste. It has an Upmann-esque taste to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It smokes like you expect an Upmann to smoke.
Right.
Okay.
Or maybe it's AJ, or maybe it's Raphael. Maybe it's their signature. Like I know, Paul, your cigars had a signature taste. I don't know. I said this before. Maybe it was the Bethune that you used.
It was mostly because
It's a
of using
baboon.
Ecuadorian filler.
Could be. What'd you say?
The baboon.
No. I don't know.
Yes,
but
the baboon was in charge.
But all of Paul's cigars had a signature taste to it, like it was in
There
the
were
background.
certain notes that
Yes,
were always there.
right? And
Right.
this
Agree.
is the same thing.
Well, agreed. Like Scott was talking about earlier, like the AJ crafted by and the Monte Cristo crafted by.
right.
Right. They have, like, to me, those were the first ones that with our company, even though it's not ours directly. That's like those two have an AJ signature taste to me.
Yeah.
You know, those
Yeah.
two. You know, and I think this.
This has, yeah, I think it does.
get a little bit of like either black licorice or anise,
Really?
anisette kind of flavor on the finish.
That's funny. With the sweetness combined, I was getting that flavor too, but I was thinking of it more like raisin, like sweet licorice.
Okay.
I'm not getting that at all.
Well, we're getting short, Rob. So you
Oh,
go
yeah.
first.
All right, I'll go first. I'm definitely getting a sweetness from the wrapper, which is very nice. I'm also getting the toasted or roasted coffee taste from it.
Especially the retrohale.
Yeah, especially
like
the
pure
retro.
coffee.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm going to give this a 9.5. This is definitely going into my rotation of cigars that I'm going to smoke. Oh, now I just got the on the finish. Just now I got the licorice.
I'm thinking it's more
Wow.
like
So you
Sambuca.
do agree with me?
Shut up. No, I agree with Paul.
I'm getting more of a Sambuca
Who
taste.
agrees with me?
Sambuca.
By proxy, you
Okay.
agree with
No,
me.
because
Here we
Sambuca's
go
got
again.
a little- Sambuca has that licorice flavor
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
back of your mouth.
Yeah.
But it's sweetness
I
on
would
the
give
front.
it. I would give it like a 9.4.
Okay. Moose, is
To
that
be
what you're saying?
The Sambuca, it's a little
9.4.
sweet when you first take a mouthful of it, but when you go to swallow it, you get the licorice flavor.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting from this.
Okay. Your
And
number?
9.5.
9.5. Paul.
This cigar does everything right.
Mm-hmm.
What else can I say? I give it a 9.5 too.
9.5.2, 9.52?
No,
or
9.5 also.
Also, okay.
I'm a big black licorice fan, and now that everybody's getting that on the
The
finish.
finish, yes.
Yes.
That's what it was.
And I really loved the beginning. The first couple of puffs, and I think it was a retrohale. I got that toffee kind of sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said caramel. Same kind of family.
Mhm.
It was really good. I think the strength picked up a little bit. It got a little spicier, but not overpowering
Right.
at all. And I agree with everybody on the sweetness. Very good cigar. And this is the second time I've had it, and I loved it the first time as well. I'm going to go 9.25 on this.
Very nice. All right.
Bye.
The last 45
Oh yeah,
seconds
all
or so.
stores for the month of June. Buy 4 of the Altadis products. I'm not going to get them all right. Monty, St. Louis Ray, Romeo, Onyx, Upmann, Vega
Trinidad.
Fina, Trinidad.
Romeo and Juliet.
I did Romeo.
Henry Clay.
Henry Clay.
Henry Clay.
Um,
Warhawk, great cigar.
so anyway, they're all buy 4, get 1 free in all stores. This week, if you do the Form 1 in Colmar, you'll be entered to win a grill. Next week, you'll be entered to win a grill if you go to the Fraser store, and the last week of June in Lancaster.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget our pack show coming up right after this.
Life's
Smoke 'em
too
if you
short.
got 'em.
Ciao
It's
for
all
now,
about the
everybody.
love. It's all
Smoke
about the
often,
love.
smoke happy.